The cradle of civilization was now selling history, unable to promise a future. Germany's solitary effort to catch up with the world in this arms race had not changed the outcome. The continent had fallen behind in this great game. Condemnation messages from Brussels were as void as dry leaves scattering in the wind. Seizing this void, Moscow continued to bring its rusty but heavy claw down upon Europe's flank. The old bear, having dragged the world into an arms race with the invasion of Crimea, had not fully brought Ukraine to its knees on the battlefield. However, exploiting the hubris of an American administration that leached the country's resources post-war, it annexed Kiev through a controversial referendum. As Ukraine was buried in history under the name Russian Federation Western Banner, the shadow of the Kremlin reached the Polish border. But the Russian bear could only roar to the west. In the east, the breath of the Chinese dragon was on its neck. Despite its military victories, Moscow had economically transformed into Beijing's cheap raw material depot due to falling global oil prices. It had become fearful of its big brother, yet sought shelter under its wings for protection against the American eagle. In the Kremlin now sat Putin's son, a pale copy trying to imitate his father. Nevertheless, except for the defiant stance of Kyrgyzstan and Azerbaijan, all other satellite states in the old Soviet geography continued to orbit Moscow in fear. In the south of the continent, the anticipated Asian century had given way to a bloody internal reckoning. India, expected to be the superpower of the future, was being crushed under its own weight.